Hi, my name is Casey, and I'm a mom of a 1-year-old. And I have done cloth diapers with her since she's about 5 months old. We would have started sooner than that, but they just didn't fit her yet. So I know there's a lot of confusion about how to wash cloth diapers for new time people who are starting this new. So I want to show you how we wash ours, and we'll take it from there. We're going to start actually here in my bathroom, and that's because that's where we keep our diaper pail. So as you can see, it's just a flip-up trash can with a pail liner in it. So I don't actually have to do anything more than you would do if you were using traditional disposables and you were emptying the diaper pail there. I'm going to lift the whole thing out and take it to the laundry room. Alright, so we're here in the laundry room, and the first thing I'm going to do is start with a cold rinse. The reason you want to do this is just get any of the extra poop out of it, any of the extra like food particles if your kid's eating solids. It'll help rinse that all away before it actually does any of the cleaning. So it just makes the detergent work a little bit better. So I've got the whole bag right here, and I'm just going to dump it in. Throw everything in, and then toss the thing on top. And then my machine actually has a setting for a second rinse, and so that's where I flip it on, and all I'm going to do, no detergent, no anything, we're just going to fill it up, and we're going to let it go, and come back in about 15 minutes and restart the washer with the soap. Alright, so while we're waiting for that rinse cycle to finish, I want to just bring you back up to the bathroom and show you one additional step that happens actually before any of the wash routine. If your kid is eating solids, it's going to have a lot, the poo that your baby has is going to have a lot more food particles in it. And you want to try and get all of that off of your diapers before it goes into your washer, because the food particles can actually clog your washing machine. So I'm going to show you, we have a diaper sprayer is one option, and you can also just do like dunking them in the toilet and swishing them around. It's pretty common, but I don't know about you, I'm kind of squeamish about the poop as it is, so I didn't really want my hands anywhere near it. So we opt to go with the sprayer, and it looks like this. It's just a little thing. It was really easy. It installed in about 10 minutes. It connects to the fresh water line at the bottom of your toilet, and it's got a little hanging rack right here. So when you want to use it, I just flip on the valve, pull it off the side, and then you can spray all your diapers off right into the toilet. And then you always want to make sure that you shut that valve off right away, because a lot of people have complained that their diaper sprayers leak. And that's because the water pressure that's constantly on that valve pushing on it, if it's on, can cause it to wear down a lot faster. So if you always shut it off, then you shouldn't have any problems with it. But you do want to keep an eye on them, just because there have been so many problems. Another complaint about the diaper sprayers is that they're expensive. Ours, I want to say, was about $60, and that's pretty typical of a diaper sprayer. The only thing to kind of think about with that is that $60 is about the price of 3 cases of disposables. So really, in the long run, it's just, you know, for something that you're going to use every day over and over again, it's not that big of a cost. But that's just one more step I want to show you. And again, if your child isn't eating solids, if they're just strictly formula or breastfed, you don't need to do any of that. In that case, or even if it's just a wet diaper and not a dirty one, you can throw those right into the pail and then wash them as we are downstairs. Alright, so we're back down here in the laundry room, and I'm about to put the soap in. Rinse cycle is finished. And I just wanted to mention that this is the part of the process where you really need to know what kind of water you have. The amount of detergent that you use is going to be based on what type of water you have. So if you have soft water, you're going to want to use less detergent. If you have hard water, you're going to want to use more. A typical load of diapers should be 12 to 15 covers plus the inserts. Any more than that, and they kind of bunch up and they don't wash very well. Any less than that, you're just wasting water and detergent trying to go through it. So I typically wash every 2 days. That's enough to get me about to that 12 diaper range. And you really don't want to go more than 2 days, mostly because if your diapers are sitting in that pail, it's going to start creating a lot of ammonia, and sometimes that can be really hard to wash out of your diapers. Another problem is that it's harder to get the stains out of them if they just keep sitting and sitting and sitting. So you really want to stick to every day or every other day, depending on how many diapers that you have to wash. And again, don't go more than the 12 to 15, because you're gonna have problems getting them actually clean. So we have actually hard water, but we have a water softener, which means that all of the water that goes to my washing machine is soft water. So I use 1 tablespoon of cloth diaper safe detergent. There's several brands. The one that we really like is Rock and Green. Eco Sprouts is another good one. Allen's Naturally. There's a bunch of different cloth diaper safe brands. But you want to use one of those that's specifically for cloth diapers. The reason being is that traditional detergents have a lot of additives and things like that that will stick to your diapers and not wash off, which means your diapers can't absorb anymore. And you want to make sure that you're using those cloth diaper safe detergents because they'll wash out really nice, they won't leave any deposits on your diapers, and then everything can be really absorbed into that diaper and it'll keep it working and you won't have any issues with leaks. So another thing to keep in mind is, in addition to knowing what water type you have, you don't want to use too much water in your washing machine. So for my diaper loads, my washer is big enough that I only actually use the medium load setting. I don't want to fill it up too much because it's kind of a delicate balance between how much soap you use and the amount of water you use. You want enough water to cover your diapers, but still allow them to move freely. If you put too much water in it, then you'll need to add more detergent to it. So what I usually do for my 12 to 15 diapers is I set the water level to medium, and that's enough to get everything moving around. And then also another thing would be your water temperature. If you get your, you want to use the hottest water that you can so it helps clean out all that bacteria, but you don't want it so hot that it melts any of the laminate that's on the back side of your diapers that makes them waterproof. And that's true with covers, or if you're just using like an all-in-one or a pocket diaper that has the pool laminate on it, because you don't want that to melt. So I'm just going to start my washer and then put my detergent in. Alright, so I just wanted to show you the settings that my washer has. Obviously, everyone's washer is different, but this is what I do. I put the water level to a medium load because that's what moves my diapers around well. I also use the hot water setting with a cold rinse. The difference between my warm and my hot after reading the washer manual is only 5 degrees. So I know that my hot setting isn't going to melt my diapers, so I'm comfortable using it. I also have the nice feature of a second rinse, so I always set that because you want a double rinse at the end just to make sure that all the soap is getting washed out. And then you want to, you know, use just a regular speed, or even some people use a heavy duty one. As you can tell, my washer isn't level, so it tends to move around if I have it faster than that. So I set it over here on my ultra clean setting. I'll turn the water on and then I'll pour in the soap. Dump it right in there. Some people also add additives to their diaper washing routine. We don't because it tends to just muck up the works. But some common ones, some people put bleach in. A lot of manufacturers don't recommend that for the pool. Some actually do. Another additive that's commonly added is either tea tree oil or grapefruit seed extract. Those both help with like keeping bacteria down and antifungal properties. But there's a good list on a website called pinstripesandpolkadots.com, and they go through a whole bunch of the additives on what things are good for your diapers and what don't. So if you want to take a look at that, they've got a lot of information there. But now we're just gonna set down the lid and we're gonna let it wash. Okay, so my diapers are finished washing and I've taken them out, and I just want to show you real quick the inside of my washer. That's right, there is no poop left in the washer. I know that's a common question, especially from nervous husbands who are like, why on earth would we ever cloth diaper? It washes down the drain just like it would if you flushed it down the toilet. So, rust stains, yes, poop, no. So now it's time to dry your diapers. There's a couple different options. You can use a regular dryer. The only thing with that is that you want to, just like our water temperature, make sure that your dryer doesn't get too hot because that can melt the pool. So at most, I would not go past like a medium heat setting on your dryer. But actually the best thing for your diapers is to take them outside and line dry them. Sunshine, the UV rays that are in it, helps to disinfect your diapers. So it's really great for them. It also helps to bleach out any stains. Also, sometimes if you have really tough stains and you put them out in the sun and they don't bleach out, re-wet your diapers, put a little bit of lemon juice on them, and then stick them back in the sun, and that usually does the trick. So we've got a nice sunny day right now, so I'm going to actually take my diapers outside and lay them out. So there they are. Set my diapers up on a couple racks from IKEA. They work really well. I think laying them flat actually gives them a little more airflow than line drying them sometimes. So also it helps lay them flat so they get more sun. And as you can see, mine are actually in the shade right now. The way our house is, we've got a lot of trees overhead, so I know in the next half hour or so they'll get a lot more sun. However, any little bit of UV will help. I mean, even if you don't have a nice sunny day, if you set them up by the window, that UV will help. And of course, always take time to get a little helper.